The United States Supreme Court is now questioning one of Donald Trump's biggest economic tools, his use of reciprocal tariffs, and the outcome could shake global trade all over again. President Trump has used tariffs not just to tax imports but as leverage, as pressure on countries like India, China, and even US allies. But now the Supreme Court is asking, did he have the legal right to do that? The hearings are focused on a 1977 law, the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, known as IEEPA. Trump used this law to declare a national emergency over America's trade deficit, and then he imposed tariffs on almost every country, a move no other US president has ever attempted under this law. Critics say this law was meant for situations like war or real national danger, not trade fights. This issue is this: the US Constitution gives Congress the power to impose taxes and tariffs, not the president. Chief Justice John Roberts even said in court, imposing taxes on Americans has always been the core power of Congress. But the Trump team argues back, saying tariffs are not just taxes, they are foreign policy tools, and the president has wide authority in foreign affairs. Trump's lawyer also pointed to previous presidents, including Richard Nixon, who used emergency powers to effect trade. Even so, the justices were clearly divided. Some conservative justices even questioned whether President Trump overstepped. Justice Neil Gorsuch warned that accepting Trump's argument could allow Congress to give away all its power to the president, even the power to declare war. But other justices seemed willing to allow Trump's tariff authority to stand. Justice Brett Kavanaugh said history supports Trump's position and cited Nixon's action as evidence. This case is not just about one presidency. It is a test of how much power a president can use under emergency laws. If the court rules against Trump, it could set a limit of presidential authority that will affect future leaders, not just Trump. So what's at stake? First, money. The US has collected over $89 billion from these tariffs just between February and September of last year. That money matters both as revenue and as leverage. Second, diplomacy. Trump used tariffs as a way to force trade deals. The US reached new deals with countries like Canada and Mexico only after threatening tariffs. And third, politics. The Supreme Court, with a 6-3 conservative majority, has often supported Trump's executive orders before. But this time, it's unclear how they might rule. The court usually takes months to make a final decision, but the Trump administration has asked for a quick ruling could weaken the US in future trade talks. As of now, no decision timeline is guaranteed, but one thing is clear: this battle at the Supreme Court could redefine presidential power over the global economy and set a benchmark for how far emergency laws can be stretched.